Look, what I'm about to say is going to be completely unrelated to this video, but regardless, I feel like it's beyond necessary that I address it at this point, before it well and truly does go too far. The whole "Yo YouTube was up" meme that we accidentally created for ourselves was funny to begin with, and after receiving literally thousands of comments being like, haha, Chloe Games did not say "Yo YouTube was up, and now we are disappointed," I went as far as to make some kind of a joke apology video. But one key thing that I also mentioned in that video was the fact that the meme is pretty much completely dead at this point, and I don't think we have any reason to take it further. And yeah, I am still getting more and more comments of the same nature each time I upload a video. I personally, for one, do not have a single problem with it, but I have seen other people getting increasingly annoyed by this, and I just want to remain calm and keep the peace at all times. And so to avoid any negative altercations from happening between you guys, I ask that you tone it down with the "Yo YouTube was up" related comments. But now, Roblox, please fix this. It is so broken. Oh, now this had to be one of the most frustrating things that I have come across in quite a while when it comes to Roblox. Roblox, please, what is this? Sobbing emoji. I made this tweet rather unaware of the sheer amount of attention that it would actually draw in, but almost 3,000 likes and many replies later, it became very apparent to me that this is not at all normal, and excluding the fair few people who could relate to my struggles, most reactions to this were from genuinely bewildered people or just people laughing at the situation. Please guys, you have to help me out right now. Roblox will continue to be broken for me unless you like this video right now. Thank you so much for helping me fix Roblox. And of course, please make sure to subscribe because a big percentage of you watch my videos but don't subscribe, and hey man, that's not cool. So let's get kind of a rundown on the current scenario that I had been in before promptly leading up to the main cause of the creation of this video. It all started in my Discord server, which is discord.gg/chloegames if you would like to join in on the fun. Someone in my server was like, hey, I have a spare code for a red Valk on Roblox if you want it, and of course I said yes because, well, it's red, and this person was nice enough to offer it to me of all people. We went over into the DMs as to not disturb everyone else conversating and to not accidentally have another member go thief mode and steal the toy code, but all was going well and I was very happy over this very kind and thoughtful gesture. I was about to get myself a red Valk on Roblox until the Roblox website hit me in the face with, hey, please complete this verification process, and believe me when I said that this is the exact moment when everything started to go downhill, and this is not exaggeration in the slightest. So we first saw Roblox add in this new capture back in the later stages of the year 2018, which is a fairly long time ago, so you would surely think that it would have gotten itself together by now, but evidently not, and so here we are. But basically, a capture is a type of challenge response test used in computing to determine whether or not the user is human, and we typically witness them ask us to type the random string of letters we see in front of us, but Roblox decided that in an attempt to stop scam bots, they would go above and beyond to change their capture from what we usually see to what we see from them today, and also the monstrosity that I was cursed with last night. Just one click on either arrow sent the little horse in my circle flying through the air at what literally looks like 500 miles per hour. For a little bit of context, this is how my capture looked, and this is how it's supposed to look. Like usually when you press on these arrows, it's supposed to rotate the little picture ever so slightly so that you can correctly turn it to where it's supposed to be and properly complete the capture. But mine was so broken that it continued to spin at such ungodly speeds, and because it was spinning around so fast, it was genuinely 100% just impossible for me to complete it because it went round and round multiple times, and it was so broken that it wouldn't land where it needed to be for me to finish the verification process. which in this particular situation just meant that I could not redeem the toy code that someone had so very kindly given to me. But in the replies to my tweet, I saw some people talking about how this just makes them so scared to sign out of Roblox, because obviously when you sign into your account, sometimes Roblox is going to ask you to complete a captcha, and so after spending 20 whole entire minutes trying to finish what should be one of the most simple things, yeah, I can completely understand that fear. Can you imagine not being able to use your own Roblox account just because their captcha is so broken? And the arrows making the pictures spin around at light speeds is not the only problem that I found myself, believe it or not. No, you see, I was also faced with the incredibly weird dilemma of this. Basically, to complete the captcha, you need to have these animals standing up the right way and then move on to the next one, but you also had a time limit, and had this not been so broken, it certainly would not be this hard to complete it within the time limit that they give you. But the thing is, if I got lucky enough for my animals to land upwards the right way, the captcha would sometimes tell me that it was right, but also sometimes tell me that it was not right. And what's even stranger is the fact that sometimes the animals would land slightly off, but they were most definitely not standing upwards, and yet the captcha still told me that this was okay and it still passed through and gave me a check mark. I just don't understand what I am supposed to do at this point. It told me I needed to complete 5 of these things. There was just simply no way that I would get this lucky, because this wasn't even a genuine verification process anymore. It just seemed like a 100% luck-based game. But somehow, and God bless for this miracle, somehow I managed to flip the horse around correctly 5 times, and I thought that I had finally done it. I thought that my nightmare was over and done with, and this entire thing could finally come to an end, until it magically doubled out of nowhere and started trying to tell me that I now need to complete another 5, totaling in 10 whole monstrosities. And of course, there was just absolutely no way I would muster up enough luck to look my way through a further 5 of these things. And I legit just failed on the very first one. My guys, this part of the Roblox website is so broken that when I go to YouTube and type in nothing more than the 2 words Roblox Capture, the very first auto search result is Roblox Capture broken. There is 2 below that aren't related to it being broken, but genuinely the rest of the results are all of similar nature. Roblox Capture impossible, Roblox Capture not working, Roblox Capture problem. Like, I obviously can't 100% confirm or prove this as a fact, but I would probably say that Roblox knows about this and they are fully aware of how broken this is, and yet it's still broken after all this time. There is no signs of anyone even being interested in fixing it, and honestly it's becoming apparent that it's increasingly becoming more and more broken, because whatever you want to say about it, it certainly did not look this broken previously. For sure, it's very upsetting that I just wasn't able to accept a gift from a fan, all because what should be a very simple verification process is completely broken to a point where it's quite literally impossible. But I can't even imagine how it probably is for people who try to log into their account but can't even get into it because they can't get past the captcha. Bruh, captcha is supposed to stop bots, not your actual real life human players. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of the Roblox captcha being so broken that I can't even complete it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.